There's an undeniable power in carrying yourself as if nothing bothers you, not in a way that's cold or detached, but with a profound serenity that reflects a mind at peace. Imagine for a moment being in the midst of chaos, yet standing as a calm center, untouched by the whirlwind around you. People often equate strength with outward displays of dominance, but in truth, the greatest strength lies in an unshakable inner calm. This is not about suppressing feelings, but mastering them, choosing your reactions instead of letting the world dictate your emotional state. In Buddhism, this practice is deeply rooted in the principle of detachment, not from life itself, but from the illusions that entangle us. When we grasp at things, expectations, outcomes, possessions, or even relationships, we give them the power to disturb our peace. Yet, the moment we learn to let go, we regain control over our own inner sanctuary. Acting as if nothing bothers you doesn't mean ignoring the realities of life. Instead, it's about transforming how we perceive and respond to them. Imagine being insulted, criticized, or misunderstood. The immediate human reaction is often one of defense, anger, or hurt. But what if, instead of reacting, you paused, took a deep breath, and allowed the words to pass through you without attaching meaning to them? What if you recognized that the insult reflects more about the speaker than it does about you? This act of non-reaction is not weakness, it's wisdom. It shows you have chosen peace over turmoil, that you refuse to hand over the keys to your inner harmony. Buddhism teaches us that life is inherently full of ups and downs, joys and sorrows, gains and losses. To cling to the highs or resist the lows is a recipe for suffering. Instead, we are encouraged to practice equanimity, a balanced mind that remains steady regardless of circumstances. Think of water. When calm, it reflects everything around it with clarity. But when stirred, the reflection is distorted. Our minds work in the same way. Acting as if nothing bothers you is not denial, it's clarity. It's the understanding that every ripple eventually settles if you don't stir it further. How does one develop such inner strength? It begins with mindfulness. Every day, we are presented with countless moments where we can practice detachment and self-control. Start small. When someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of cursing under your breath, smile and let it go. When faced with a disappointment, remind yourself that this too shall pass. The more you practice, the more it becomes second nature. Another profound Buddhist teaching is the concept of impermanence. Everything is transient, our feelings, possessions, relationships, and even our own existence. When you truly internalize this truth, you stop clinging so tightly. Why let something temporary disrupt your eternal potential for peace? Why let a fleeting argument or setback define your day or even your life? When you act as if nothing bothers you, you embody the essence of impermanence. You flow like water, never stagnant, always moving toward the greater ocean of understanding. People around you will notice this shift. It's magnetic. There's something deeply inspiring about someone who can remain calm under pressure, who doesn't let the storms of life drown their spirit. They'll wonder how you do it, where this strength comes from. But the truth is, it's not a secret. It's accessible to everyone willing to take the journey inward. By refusing to let the external dictate the internal, you become a lighthouse, a source of guidance and inspiration. Some may misinterpret your composure as indifference, but acting as if nothing bothers you isn't about being apathetic. It's about being grounded. It's about knowing that your peace is your responsibility, and nothing external has the right to take it from you unless you allow it. This is the power of Buddhism, to live fully, deeply and authentically, unburdened by the unnecessary weight of emotional turbulence. In every moment, you have a choice. Will you let external circumstances control your inner state, or will you take charge and master your reactions? The answer lies in practice. Begin today. Notice your triggers and see them as opportunities rather than challenges. Smile when you feel the urge to frown. Breathe deeply when you want to lash out. Reflect when you feel misunderstood. Each moment of restraint, each pause for reflection, strengthens your ability to remain unmoved by life's inevitable storms. When you master this art, the benefits extend beyond yourself. You become a source of calm for others, a reminder that peace is possible even in the most turbulent of times. The power of your non-reaction creates ripples, inspiring those around you to seek their own peace. In this way, your practice becomes not just a personal transformation, but a gift to the world. Now it's time to take this wisdom and apply it. Commit to one day of acting as if nothing bothers you. No matter what comes your way, smile and let it pass. Observe how you feel, how others respond, and how much lighter your spirit becomes. And if it resonates, continue for another day, and another, until it becomes your natural state of being. Let me leave you with a challenge. Try this for the next 7 days. Begin each morning by affirming, "Today I will act as if nothing bothers me." Journal your experiences and reflect on the changes. Share this journey with others and encourage them to join. Together, let's create a ripple of calm in a world that so desperately needs it. This practice of acting as if nothing bothers you has a way of rewiring your perception of life. At first, it might feel like you're putting on a mask, pretending to be unaffected. But over time, it becomes less about pretending and more about transforming. You start to see the world through a new lens, one where events are not inherently good or bad, but simply part of the ebb and flow of existence. This shift in mindset isn't just liberating, it's empowering. You begin to realize that your peace of mind isn't tied to what happens to you, but to how you choose to interpret it. Think about the energy you spend dwelling on things you can't control, the regrets of the past, the anxieties about the future, the endless what-ifs. What if instead you channeled that energy into being fully present? Buddhism teaches us that the present moment is all we ever truly have. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you're not denying life's challenges. You're choosing to engage with them from a place of strength rather than fear or frustration. This presence becomes a superpower, enabling you to navigate life with grace and intention. What's more, this approach fosters compassion, not just for yourself, but for others. When you're not caught up in your own emotional storms, you can better understand the struggles of those around you. Someone lashes out, you see their pain rather than taking it personally. A friend disappoints you, you recognize their humanity and let it go. Acting as if nothing bothers you doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care without attachment. It's a love that liberates rather than entangles, one that nourishes without depleting your inner reserves. As you deepen this practice, you'll notice a curious phenomenon. The things that used to trigger you lose their power. What once seemed unbearable becomes manageable, even trivial. This isn't because the world has changed, but because you have. Your mind, once a slave to every passing thought and emotion, becomes a fortress of tranquility. And from this fortress you can engage with life more fully, unafraid of failure, criticism, or rejection. You're no longer a prisoner of your circumstances, but a master of your destiny. Of course, this doesn't mean you'll never feel anger, sadness, or fear. These emotions are part of the human experience and have their own wisdom to offer. The difference is that you no longer let them control you. You acknowledge them, learn from them, and let them go. It's like watching clouds pass in the sky. They're there, but they don't obscure the vastness of your inner peace. This emotional intelligence is a hallmark of true strength, a strength that radiates from within and inspires those around you. Ultimately, acting as if nothing bothers you is about aligning with your true self, the self that is beyond ego, beyond fear, and beyond the fleeting concerns of the material world. It's about tapping into the stillness that lies at the core of your being, the part of you that remains unshaken by life's ups and downs. And the beauty of it is that this stillness is always there, waiting for you to return to it. So why not start now? Begin your journey back to peace, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. When you embody the practice of acting as if nothing bothers you, you unlock a deeper connection with the world around you. You begin to see life not as a series of isolated incidents, but as a flowing, interconnected dance of energy. In this space, your reactions no longer stem from fear or insecurity, but from a profound understanding of your place in the universe. This understanding brings a quiet confidence, a soft strength that doesn't need to prove itself. By choosing peace over conflict, understanding over judgment, and presence over distraction, you become a beacon of what's possible when the mind is calm, the heart is open, and the spirit is free. And in doing so, you don't just transform yourself, you transform the world around you.